Welcome back, everyone. I feel a little bit giddy. I feel a little bit excited, possibly maybe like a schoolgirl. I did warn you guys that my next guest is maybe going to have homework for you. So before we get to your homework, welcome, Kevin, to the show.
Welcome. Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
I am super excited that you're here. I was telling the audience before the break that I don't know how I got connected with you. I think I have a clue, but I'm not actually sure. And that we are both very similar people that I said, hey, I don't know how we're connected, but hey, and you're like, hey, let's have a conversation. So, and here we are after an amazing whirlwind summit. And like, I want you to, first of all, I want you to share exactly who you are. Like, what do we need to know about Kevin today?
Well, great. My name is Kevin Pedrey. My company is called Core Coaching Academy. And a little bit about me, I have been an entrepreneur for 15 years. I've coached everywhere from career professionals, career transitions to health and wellness, personal training, uh, all that kind of stuff. And my jam in life is really to help inspire, encourage, and motivate people to really do and live their life to the fullest. Whether that be we're trying to overcome, weight loss goals or business goals or living a more meaningful life. My big thing is to just really help encourage people to fully dig in and just, ask the real questions, get real with themselves, get real with what they're doing in life. And um, yeah, that's who I am. I love to come and play. I love to connect with people. I love all that kind of stuff.
That is awesome. You guys cannot see him right now, but he's having a hard time containing his own energy. And I freaking love that because I'm very much the same. Sometimes I'm like, I just vibrate because life is exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And as I was telling you guys before, this month, April is all about change. It is change in every way. It is spring. It is a change month. Like it's just so exciting. It's hard to contain your energy sometimes, isn't it, Kevin?
Yes, always, every day.
Right? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty
Yes.
much. If you want high energy, you need to talk to this man, which, by the way, before we go any further, all of his information will be in the show notes. But if somebody's driving and they need to just know, how do I reach out to him? What is their best course of action to connect with you?
I'm on LinkedIn. Email's a great way. I'm on Facebook, Core Coaching Academy, or my email is kevin at core-coachingacademy.com. Love the personal side of things, so you can message me. Yeah, that's the best way. Just connect and yeah, let's have a conversation.
That sounds awesome.
Yep.
So, I don't want to spend a ton of time on what you've done in the past because I know that you've got big things coming up in the future. But I did want to just dig in a little bit because this is all about dreaming big.
Mm.
And when you and I first connected, you had what you perceived as a big dream, and it is. Do not get me wrong; it was a big dream, but it came to fruition. It was smooth. I think it was brilliant. As I've told people, if you want to check out the summit that Kevin pretty much single handedly put together, it is in the show notes. I did say that you probably had a little bit of help, but again, he found all the speakers, figured out the technology, sometimes a challenge. So tell us why, where, where'd this come from?
So I have been like transition. I always transition. I've transitioned probably 4 times in my career, and it's kind of an interesting thing. Like I'm just always trying to find that, like, okay, what am I supposed to be doing? Am I doing it with full passion? And am I excited? I'm a high achiever, so I love to learn. I'm always constantly growing, and this next transition was about like that next big step of like moving into more speaking and getting out on the stage and just showing up. And really, it's been about really helping other people as well in their professional careers or just life. I mean, it always comes back to career for me because I'm a career-driven individual and I love entrepreneurs. But it's just the bigger mission is like I really I want to inspire, encourage, and motivate people to fully step into their lives. And this transition's about me bringing my voice to it and finally stepping onto that place and saying like, I have the experience, I have the knowledge, I have, I've spent my whole life on this stuff, and it's time for me to own it and to be it and to let other people know all of this other stuff I've been keeping to myself all these years.
Right. That's brilliant. And speaking of voices, you have a podcast as well.
I
I'm
do.
hoping that we can put that in the show notes.
Yep.
Um, so this summit that you put on,
Mhm.
um, when did you conceive of this? How
Yeah, I
long
know.
did it take you? That's
uh,
what I like.
so it
It's amazing.
was late. It was early January. It was early January that I was like, "Bing! I'm going to do a summit," and I was trying to get it done in like 4 weeks, and then I got realistic, and I was like, "Yeah, I need a little more time." And that's
But
just how it
not
worked.
much more.
But not, no, I think it was like 6 weeks. I think I got the whole thing done in like 6 weeks or less. I had 15 speakers. Yeah, it was amazing. I learned a lot. And I think the biggest thing is like, that's just how you have to do it. You have to say, I'm doing it. It's going to happen. And
Yes.
that's the way it goes. And that was number one. And so I'm going to really build and grow this summit because I really just, it's just I'm just so excited by it, just having all of those amazing people around and just being able to share that. Yeah, it's just really catapulted me to do just even bigger. I'm just so excited about it.
So, speaking of even bigger,
Mhm.
what is your next big dream? And you don't have to tell us unless you really want to in detail because it might be a surprise. But tell us as much or as little as you'd like.
I'm really glad. And, we were talking the other day and we put that little group together. And I really, I've been kind of thinking about that and I didn't share because it was about you guys. But this is fully stepping in. And for me, that is, I'm a leadership coach. I'm a very powerful coach and I really help people get unstuck. I help people dream. I help people really see possibility. I've done it everything from careers to my healing work that I've done. I've helped people with chronic pain. I've helped people make more money. I've done all these things and the recipe's the same. And now I'm going to share that with the world about how we actually do that. And I'm creating a program called Powerful Living Leadership. And it's going to be just in-depth leadership training, teaching people how to fully step into their lives, how to fully take control of their dreams, how to make it possible. And with the caveat of we're going to learn how to balance our lives in the deepest sense. And that's a personal walk for me too. And I think that's why that's so important
Mhm.
because I'm a high achiever and I love my work. My work is my life's work. It's my mission. So I have to kind of figure out that life balance part. And, I want to be more than just my work. And my vision and my mission is so big that I have to figure out how to do that in a way that feels appropriate. And the desire for this is that I see so many entrepreneurs just buried in a lot of crap that's not really giving them results. I think there's a lot of promises out there about we'll build a funnel, we'll build a website, we'll build a
Mm.
challenge, we'll build a thing, we'll do this thing, we'll do that thing, we'll create all these stupid systems and all this stuff. And we're not getting to the root of it. You know what I mean? It's like we're trying to build leaders here and people are just buried in this crap of, they're not getting anywhere. They're not building businesses. They're frustrated. They're burned out. They're doing work that sucks. They're not happy. Let's be real. And we can be happy in our careers. We can have a business that we are passionate about and that we love. But it takes work. Let's be real, right? To build if we want to build $1 million company, if we want to build something that's going to change this world, the amount of energy that we put into it will be reflective of what results we get. I want to teach people that. I want to teach people the fire. I want to teach people the excitement of what it means to create big change. And I want them to do it and make money doing it as well. If that's what they want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's quite a few things that you just said in there that resonate with me in a large way. The first thing was teaching people to dream.
Mm.
That is so, so important because so many people have forgotten how to dream. And, we could go down a big rabbit hole about how conditioned we are to be
Yep.
compliant.
Yep.
We that are alive on this earth right now have been trained to be compliant. That is
Yep.
not what a human is about.
Yep.
So I love the whole teaching them to dream. And I also love your transparency in all these systems and processes are BS in my words. Because I truly, truly believe if you're trying to be a leader, if you're teaching leadership, you cannot lead by somebody else's systems and processes. That's not leading.
That's
So
right.
I freaking love that. And
Yep.
I love, like, I think you're the man for the job without question. And again, people, trust me, he's vibrating. Like he's having a hard time staying in his own skin.
Uh,
Probably isn't actually
no.
staying in his own skin. And I love that. I love that passion and just being around you. Even though this is not, we're not in the same space. You're Seattle, is that correct? Or close to Seattle?
Yeah, pretty close. Yep.
Okay. Um, and I'm close to Vancouver. We're not in the same space, but I can still feel your
Mm.
energy. And that is so important when it comes to leading people, supporting people,
Mm.
motivating people. You can't be, a dud yourself, following somebody else's protocol
Yep.
and expect that your clients are going to get results.
That's right.
And that's what so many people do. They buy in to a system and process that is supposed to help others be authentic,
That's right.
but you're not being.
That's right.
So brilliant.
I've fallen victim to and it's funny because the first part of my career, I was a trailblazer. I just did my own thing. And then all of a sudden I'm like, I need to try this online thing because there's going to be something more to this thing. And it's like, there's not. Okay. Like there's nothing more to the online business. In fact, there's a lot more noise and crap to hurdle over. It's like I've worked in corporate America. I mean, I've done so much, and I look at some of these people who call themselves influencers, and they're not that great, and
Mm,
it's unfortunate that those influencers are, we're listening to those people, and they're not really even that great of leaders, right?
right. Well,
I
they're
want to
not
look around.
leaders.
Yeah, I want to look around, and I really want to ask people about, this online thing. How many people do you think are actually making millions of dollars online?
Right.
And
Mm,
the truth is they're not, right? And
no.
if you are, and you can, but you better be ready to invest a lot of money to do that marketing engine. Okay.
Hmm.
There's much easier ways to do it. And I have tried it, so I know, and it's not my jam, and there's better ways. And you know what, at the end of the day, and this is why I'm so passionate. I want to teach leaders to be able to communicate with courage. I want people to be able to stand up in front of their customers and to handle problems when they arise. Um, at the end of the day, you're going to spend $10,000, and guess what? You still have to talk to those people. Right. And so like
Right.
now you're spending $10,000 and then you still have to talk to all these people. So you see what I'm saying? It's just a mirage. It's just a big fat mirage. And
Yes.
I want to teach people the way to get clients. I want to teach people the way to like show up in their life and to actually, attract people to them so that they're people are excited to be around us. That's how you build a business, right? Like if you think about it, I mean,
I
that's,
love it. I
mm,
love that. So we've talked about dreaming quite a
mhm.
bit here today, which dreaming is amazing. I love dream big, right? I'm
Yep.
always about dreaming big. Now, I have a question for you. When you were a little boy, what was your big dream? What did you
So
want to do?
it's a really good question. Um, in reflection of where I am today, I think for me, um, it's about connection. And I still see that in the thread of everything I do. And anybody who knows me knows that because I'm a touchy feely, in your face, playful, fun, person. And I had to learn a lot about I had to overcome a lot of things of my own problems in my life, and trying to be a kind person. I mean, I've always been a kind person, but it's like um, I just want people to get along. Like it's been really
Right.
important to me. Yeah. So I think that's it. It's really about like I want that connection. I think in my whole life, it's always been I want to be of value. I want to be connected. I want to.
Mm,
it's just really important to me. Like people are very important to me. And I don't know. I think that's it. I mean, it's hard to say. I dream a lot, so I don't know.
So what would that little boy that when I asked you that question that you were like, "Oh, him, right."
Hmm.
What would that little boy think of you right now, here today?
I think where I am right now, I think my little boy would be super happy. And I've overcome a lot in my personal life to get where I am today and to feel actually happy. I've said I've been happy a lot in my life, but today I'm really happy. And I've done some just really great work around that. And I've had to, overcome addictions. I've had to overcome anger management. I've had to overcome oppression and suppression. And I've had to come over a lot of those things to get where I am today. I feel very free right now in terms of just being able to have my voice and saying, fuck off if you don't like me. Um,
Yeah.
you said something to me a while back that has really resonated with me. We talked about, we were having a conversation about, how we go through life and we're always told, no, 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 no. And it's always no, no,
Mm,
no. And I have just really, that's really resonated with me. And the way that I show up with my children and the way that I look at that same oppression that comes up with me, for me being able to just be like, here I am, right?
mm.
Fully, you get me fully, right? And to be bold and to be that person. So when you ask that question, would my little boy be happy? Yeah, my little boy would be happy because I'm happy. I'm speaking my truth. I'm being playful. I'm being who I want to be. And uh, it it's amazing it's taken this long to get there.
You're just a baby.
I
You
know.
got you got decades and decades um to help share this with other people. I love the word playful,
Mhm.
and I agree. I do think you are a very, very playful person. You have structure and discipline, and you get what you need to get done, but you do it in such a playful way, and that is really rare and beautiful to see. And I have to say, I'm honored that you reflect on that. I love, love, love working in the parent-child dynamic. I love it,
Yeah.
whether the child is now an adult or still a child, because I think that we send such negative messages accidentally to our children. Parents are, they're just trying to do the best they can, and they're just trying to
Yep.
keep their children safe, but they don't have the understanding and awareness of how much their words matter and how much their actions matter
Mhm.
to their children and to the development of their children. So, yeah, I am sure that you reflect back on your childhood as well as when
Yep.
you're talking to your children.
Yep. Yeah,
It's
it's really
beautiful.
big. Yeah, that's the question that resonates with me is like when I think about my childhood, it was just, I want to be understood. I want to be heard.
Mm,
I want to be deeply connected to people. I want to have understand, you know what I mean? Like I want that. And that's what I bring forward in my life. And that's what people know me by, right? That's my
right.
playfulness. That's my way of connection. And I want to share that with the world. The world needs that. They need me in their world.
They do. I absolutely 100% agree. I am very grateful that you ended up in my world, Kevin.
Yeah.
I absolutely so grateful, and the people that I've
Mhm.
gotten to meet because of you and through you, it's mind-blowing to me. So, guys, if you're sitting here on the fence right now, please click on that link and have
Mhm.
a conversation with Kevin. You don't know where it will take you. I sure as heck didn't, and I'm really glad I did. So again, thank you, Kevin, for everything, and
Mhm.
absolutely for being here today with me
Mhm.
as well.
Yeah, you too. I feel the same way. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. Again, reach out with questions, concerns, or cries of outrage to me or Kevin. Kevin loves cries of outrage too, don't you, Kevin?
I do. Bring it on.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks, guys. And we'll talk at you next week. Bye for now.